Hey, how you doing? And welcome to this short interim video. And this is going to be a review video on a product that I received recently. So I did receive an offer from Andycine, and that was for this monitor, which is the A6 Max. And I looked at the specs, I looked at what it could do, and I thought about my filming, and I thought, you know what, this could solve a lot of issues for me, which I have on the FX6 and the FX3. Now, the cameras are both amazing, but there is some shortfalls. We know that no camera is perfect. And even though I'm going to refer to the Sony cameras a lot in this video, this kind of still applies to a lot of other cameras out there. The monitor is fantastically featured. It has a lot of good things which I've never had in a monitor before. So I accepted it, and I do really like it, and I will carry on using this monitor. There's no doubt about it. So let's change to an overhead rig, and then I can show you why I love this monitor so much. So we've got my current monitor, which is a Shimbo Z600M. Now bear in mind, I've had lots of monitors over the years, you know, Blackmagic Video Assist 12G, Atomos, tons of different monitors, and I kept this one because I love the size and I love the fact that it's got a built-in wireless transmitter. Then obviously we've got the Andycine A6 Max, and then we've got the Sony FX6 monitor, the one that comes with the FX6. Let's just get this Sony one out of the way first, and the reason why I prefer to use the Andycine, okay? So this monitor is very expensive, extremely expensive. If this gets broken, it's going to run you in about £1,000 to £1,200 to replace this. Even if you go on AliExpress and you look for a replacement screen, this will cost you £165 on AliExpress just to replace the screen inside. So it only makes sense that you get a good budget, affordable monitor when you're doing run and gun stuff, dangerous stuff, and then save this for when you really need it, you know? So that's good, that's out of the way now. We can see the cost benefits already of having this Andycine. So that leaves us with the Shimbo. Now, if I love this monitor so much, why don't I carry on using it? Why do I need another monitor? Okay, so let's just boot these on for a second and I'm going to show you something. Right, that should be enough. So they're going to boot now, yeah. So you can see that Andycine is all ready to go. Okay, no problem. If I'm running and gunning, that is very quick. It will turn on a couple of seconds after my camera, where the Shimbo is still turning on. So you can imagine how that's going to hold you up when you're doing quick run and gun work. Now, I really do love this when using talking head, when I'm doing talking head stuff, because it has hot swappable batteries in the back, hot swappable NPFs, which is really good, but it just takes too long to turn on and it's quite heavy. So if I just put that one to the side now, and then we're going to talk about the Andycine. So the Andycine A6 Max, $160, so affordable, a bright 6-inch touchscreen, so you do get a sunshade that comes with it, and I've showed this before in one of my videos, which clips on very easily, but I'll just put a clip here so you can see how it clips on, and it will just block out any sun and reflection from you. Let's just go into the buttons now. So if we look at the top here, we can see we've got an F1 button and an F2 button. Now those two are your programmable buttons. When you swipe up from the bottom, you can see that there's a whole bunch of other buttons here as well. Now every single one of those is customizable to what you want. The way you customize them is just swipe up, press and hold, and then you can see we've got those little arrows on the side. And when you press left or right, you can change through different things which you can choose. So all of those can be custom buttons as well, which is absolutely amazing. Then we've got the left and right button, which can be changed for brightness or volume. We've got the menu button, up and down to scroll through the menus, and then the power button. Looking at the side, we've got a 1/4-20 mount on the side here. We've got another one on the back, and then we've got your HDMI in and out, and then your DC in to power as well. At the bottom, we've got a DC out, another 1/4-20 mount, and then we've got a headphone jack, and then we can also power this monitor via USB-C. So fully featured. So when you're putting this thing on a gimbal, or if you've got a smaller camera and you want to mount it on there, you've got so many options of where to mount it that every way you try to, it will just work. It will just fit. Absolutely fantastic. So if I double tap on here, you can see it brings up the menu. And then we've got things like waveforms. So we can put the waveforms on and off, all of them. And then we've got vector scope. We've got histogram. You know, all the usual suspects, what you would see inside a monitor these days, focus peaking, color, etc. You can do center markers, grids. So let me just turn off, let me put on the safety grid so you can see that comes on. You can change the color of that grid as well, different sizes. So that's that. And then we've got things like the aspect ratio marker, marker color, all of the normal stuff what you would see in a monitor these days. It's just so much stuff. Zoom in, flip the monitor, everything is there. You can also change the color temperature of the monitor, and you can also do it manually as well. So this is good if you want to calibrate it so it looks exactly like your camera's monitor. So all of those features are there, no problem. But one thing I do love about this monitor is the anamorphic D-squeeze option. So let's just quickly run outside and then I'll show you the D-squeeze options, and then you can see what I'm talking about and why this is so handy for the FX6, FX30, FX3, but also would be good for other cameras as well. Okay guys, so I'm testing out the Andycine monitor with the FX6, and the FX6 doesn't have D-squeeze yet. So the option will be coming in the new firmware update, which is due in about 3 months, I reckon, or something. They said around summer anyway. But the problem is that even with the update on the FX6, which is a cinema line camera, they only have 2 different modes of D-squeeze. So if you're using the lens between 1.3 and 2.0 D-squeeze, it's going to be no good to you. So even though this monitor is so affordable, if I swipe up from the bottom and go to anamorphic, and then you can do 1.3 times, 2 times, or you can even put in user. So you can put in your own D-squeeze options. So I'm going to use 1.3. Oops, sorry, let me turn it on. And now you can see that we're properly D-squeezed at 1.33 times. With the Andycine monitor, I can power external devices just by using the MPF tray on the back. So my Shimbo MPF can be powered by USB, or it can be powered by MPF. But I don't want to carry a lot of wires. I don't want to carry extra batteries or anything like that. So I just clip it onto the back of my monitor and then plug, and then it's turned on. You can see the power on here. And then I've connected this Shimbo transmitter via an SDI cable into the back of the FX6. So as you saw in that outside test, you could see that we had the NPF plate at the back, which can power different devices over NPF. Now this I just find absolutely amazing, because when you're building out a proper cine rig, you can have so much gear on your camera that needs powering. So if you put a bigger battery like a 970 or something on here, you can power all different types of accessories. Yes, you can use a V-mount and run 100 different cables, but this way is just so much cleaner. So let me build it up for you now with a wireless transmitter and with this follow focus, and I'll show you exactly how it works. So we're going to get the wireless transmitter and we're just going to put it on here. And then if I turn the power switch on the transmitter, you'll see the power come on. So now I've got the monitor on and I've got this transmitter on as well. And I've just got like a normal FPV cable here, what you'll use for a drone. And now I can plug this into the HDMI out. And then I can transmit that straight to an external monitor or an iPad or an iPhone or whatever. So you can see how clean this is looking already. But we don't even have to stop there. This is the Small Rig Magic Fizz, which comes with a tray here. And to be honest, I hate this tray. It feels kind of weak and, you know, it's just not that great. But the way it works is you put this tray on and then you would slide on an MPF battery. So you can imagine it gets kind of bulky after a while. So I don't really use that. I don't like to use this. But the great thing about the Andycine is I can actually power not only this wireless transmitter, but I can also power wireless follow focus as well. So if I plug the cable into the DC out, and then plug the other one into the follow focus, the USB-C side, and then I can turn on the wireless follow focus there. It will power the monitor, my wireless transmitter, and my wireless follow focus, or whichever other devices you have, whether you've got lights or mics or whatever. Absolutely love this setup, man. For a budget monitor at $160, it really has some pro features, and I really love that about this. So this is why this monitor is now taking over as my main monitor. So I know people usually start out with this bit, but I just wanted to get to the nitty gritty, which are the most useful things. But this is the box which it came in, so you can see that there. And then you get this really nice case which it comes in as well. Nice little zip case. You've got all your manuals and stuff here. It comes with tons of cables, micro HDMI. We've got the monitor mount here. So let me just open this quickly so you can see that. So this is the monitor mount, you know, that typical monitor mount which you've seen. I actually don't like this monitor mount. I probably would never use this. Really, I don't like them. There's my small rig, that doesn't go in there. And then, yeah, you've just got this carry case and all sorts of other bits and pieces. And in the package, you also get a 750 MPF battery as well, which gives you your readout times here. You can see the lights there to tell you how much battery you got left. And it can also charge via USB-C. So that's it. That's the Andycine A6 Max. And yeah, very affordable, very functional monitor. I will leave the link in the description down below. It's a non-affiliate link, so I don't get anything from it. But definitely go and check it out. And yeah, if you like it, definitely grab one.